Ty, I love you.
Oh, I love you guys. Best day of the week. Thanks so much.
Please.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, that was amazing, Veronica. You committed 1,000%.
Well, as soon as I realized the song was about bees, I'm gonna go eat some pizza.
Oh, get out of here. We
Deep
got the
dish
rest of
pizza
this.
waiting for
Dude,
me.
Veronica, you're the best. Thank you so very much.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Shirley, hold on. Let me try. Her.
Wait. She's giving us the real jam. Look at that business.
Oh, it's so horny.
Even with the fucking hook hand.
Hook hand. Bye, Veronica. Holy shit, man. You got a viral video breakdown? Or a music video breakdown? Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to go piss, and then I'm going to come right back. So find
All right,
one.
like, if somebody find something amusing. Oh, here, look. We'll both take 1 minute, and we'll play this goat video. Here you go.
Here we go.
Yeah, back in time, totally peed. And now I'm back. Let's see, just away. Wait, what is this? What have we here?
Tomcat is my vote. I like his music.
Oh man, that video, I love it. Tomcat has really hit that one. And it's so contagious, you want to play it over and over again. I just love it. See you later.
There, we did it. You have to be impressed by this fellow's tunes. It's amazing. I've been following this guy ever since Canada's Got Talent. And I see the impact that he's had on our lives here in my workplace. He's actually raised money for people. He's done a lot of good for people. And I think it's time that the world does something for Tomcat. He's an amazing artist. I see a lot of potential there. And I think he's going to be a worldwide icon.
Hey guys, I'm voting for Tomcat because I'm so proud of everything he's done and what he's accomplished. Check him out. Yes, love.
I love Tomcat. I love Tomcat. Check it out.
Hey Tomcat, I like your music. I've been listening to them. They're excellent. Awesome. Keep it up.
Hey, in 14, vote for Tomcat. That's Tomcat with 3 T's. T. He's the hottest.
Hello, I come from the land of the green, the land of Ireland. A great many people from Ireland singing the songs and writing the songs. U2, Chieftains. But in Canada now we have a fella named Tomcat. And he's got a song, a lovely song, a grand song. Yes, love. So please go to Searchlight and vote for Tomcat. Yes, love.
I'm voting for Tomcat on Searchlight because I like his music.
Music is great. He's a terrific guy. So I'm voting every single day.
Vote for Tomcat or Searchlight.
I'm voting for Tomcat on Searchlight because Yes Love is cool.
Vote for Tomcat on Searchlight every day till April 6th because yes, I love Tomcat.
I'm voting for Tomcat on Searchlight because he's a really cool guy.
Searchlight is out of sight. And Tomcat, he's alright.
We're all voting for Tomcat on Searchlight.
Tomcat for Searchlight. Yes. Love for Side.
Hi, my name is Brandy, and I am voting definitely for Tomcat and Searchlight because he has.
All right, they're never gonna show tits on this video. Forget it.
I can't handle when they go to the shot where Tomcat is obviously filming the fucking lady.
Which shot is it?
All right, go back like 5 or 6 ones, but you see Tomcat and his fucking monstrous guns, like looking exactly like he does in the music video, like holding up the iPhone to record it.
Oh, like in the background? Hold on, let me.
Like yeah, he's like shooting like the lady has a mirror behind.
Oh
there
shit!
I like his music.
Music is great.
Busted!
Look at how huge those fucking arms are. He's gigantic. He's like a fucking football player.
He's a terrific guy, so I'm voting every single day.
He's like, that's right, you'll say that.
And yeah, by the way, it just so happens that he's the one filming the fucking cute Asian lady.
There's Kitty Meow and Shut Up. That's you. That's you. You might work your way up to Kitty.
Veronica did not break her arm wrestling Tomcat.
Can you? Wait. Are you willing to bet money on that?
You got to go.
You got to go.
By the way, I just want to let you know, if you get bored of us, you can go ahead and find Game On episode 12 currently on live.twit.tv.
Never heard of it.
As part of their April Fool's coverage. April Fools.
To keep your hands on the
Game
wheel
On
and
was
your
canceled.
eyes on the road. Learn more about the technologies Ford is bringing to its vehicles at Ford.com/technology.
This episode is brought to you by...
Holy shit, it really is, man. That's fucking, I don't know, we make websites or some shit. We're fucking Squarespace.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Squarespace. You want to write shit on the internet? Fucking come here.
Hey, coming up on this week, I fucking talk about, like, chicks being molested by the police. And also, they talk to fucking
Dan Stapleton from something.
Right.
Brian eats some shit because fucking why else?
And also, these guys rock out. It's all coming up. This in a hilarious scenario.
Also, everybody's fucking furious about Mass Effect, dicks.
Game on!
Game on!
OMG, what the hell? Nobody cares who I am. I'm some asshole who thought I was
Veronica
old.
Baumar, the real star of the show.
Yeah. So anyway, tell me, what did I think about this thing when I was talking about like something where I disagree with you?
Well, Brian, I really wanted to bring up the fact that on the show a couple weeks ago, you said that Knights of the Old Republic would be better than WoW in a year.
Hey, shut up, bitch.
Bitch.
You'll be on our independent show 3 years from now.
Well, I don't think that this show will last much longer. In fact, we're now under the sword of imminent cancellation. And I just think my hands are in frame, which is really an indication of that.
That's hilarious. I'm almost sober. So anyway, here's an April Fool's joke that they did on Google. Remember Google?
Yeah. Look at this. They're doing a thing where you have an Asian guy and he talks to you and you play it on a YouTube video. And then next thing you know, they show other things with Asian people.
Asian people multiply.
Yeah. You crossed the line.
What?
About Asians.
Well, they do.
Number one, yeah, sure, but you said it in a way that made it seem mean.
Well, no, I have respect. Veronica, I don't understand why we're having this
I just
discussion.
don't know why I need to fucking deal with this.
Look, are you, you're not Asian.
That you know of.
I know. So anyway, that's Google Maps.
No, you're fucking, you think I'm going to forget about it? Is that fucking, do you think I just roll over like that? How about we talk about Steam?
Hey, here's the guy.
And I fucking, I like to, just have these things on my computer because I'm fond of them.
Oh, yeah?
And then I just do it over again and just, click on the programs and they open. And I'm like, the fuck? Is it ever going to be anything different? And then I realize that's basically computer.
No, they're not. Wearing the same glasses.
Not either.
So anyway, let's go into the top stories of the week, because I seem to remember that's what happened next on this. Contact us at a freaking Twitter that nobody's monitoring. Twit Gammon. Gammon. Gamelon. Gamera.
And also, there's other stuff that we're going to do, and they're all going to be really long written and fucking way too wordy because the dickhead writing it fucking can't get out of his own way and tries to go for the joke instead of fitting it into what people
but
should
he
do.
certainly did give me a lot of words to trip over going into this, but I tricked him with the system update.
System update. Well, there's a lot of fucking things going on in the system update because nobody fucking could think about a way to write these things tighter. Everybody assumed that everybody wanted a fucking 19-minute news rundown instead of maybe just 5 seconds, which would be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. This is still you, by the way.
Also other things, and there's some fucking stuff, and look at that guy. What the fuck's with red text? Why don't they just all have a white text? Explosions? Like, that fucking makes sense. There's a guy in the desert, and he probably shit out there.
And here's another game where the dude goes running up a zipper. They call him the zipper flipper, and he flicks his tongue on your dipper. Get ready for the zipper dipper flipper coming up on this No Zipper. That's a month. No Zipper is a month. PS Vita. They're definitely not a sponsor. They definitely didn't pay us off to pay this. Which kind of now that I say that, it's a goddamn. You really did write long segments for this, Justin, because this shit's still going, and I'm just gonna keep on talking.
Anyway, so fucking Zach Galifianakis interviewed the president, and Brian Brunson was like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" And then graphs showed that everybody got a boner because of it. I'm like, fucking, really? What's the deal with that? I fucking personally voted for Ross Perot. The numbers say, what's going on? And then after 3 million, you're like, all right, is this not fine, but also double fine? Before, it was some other thing. And then we were like, fucking, okay, is that fine? I guess so. After 9 projects, and then there was one.
All right, so you guys remember eBay, right? And the words credit card hack related with the Xbox? Well, in this video that Chad cut together, it looks like the words Drexel University have something to do with credit cards and your Xbox. So if you think 250 gigabyte hard drives with built-in Wi-Fi is important, then watch out for your Drexelized Connect credit card, new Xbox 360 thing. And this pouty man, Tom
Yeah,
Daschle.
because fucking somebody had to write in a fucking Alan Greenspan joke. It's called me. Hey, so fucking Mass Effect 3. Everybody was jizzing all over it until they found out that at the end of it, it wasn't anything good. There's some other stuff that went on about it, and it was really important at the time. Now nobody remembers because video games are an ephemeral art that ultimately are forgotten in the course of time. So why don't you not scream about things so much? Because maybe if you took a fucking breath for 5 seconds, you'd realize that art is art, and it is meant to be enjoyed in the moment, and not necessarily the reason to scream and rape threats on Twitter. So fucking
Oh, man, I don't know about you, but I actually love Mass Effect 3, and I think you're a total whore for thinking anything otherwise.
I think you raped kids.
Oh, my God, I don't. But, I mean, I have kids. Why would I ever talk about raping kids? I have children. That's the worst thing you can accuse a father of 3 little girls.
I mean, I think that you're just being a puss.
Well... No, wait, are you saying
you're being a fat pussy? You're being a big fat pussy, and if you fucking could roll with these punches, then maybe this show would have fucking actually not been canceled. Instead of being a thin skin.
Oh, I think we've heard enough from you, Veronica Belmont. Let's move on to the other thing. I'm just going to win all the arguments like I did every single episode, and I'm sure that in the middle of this segment, with the fucking terrible microphones that ruined our career from the start,
I also think that there's other things that could be about me. I like to wear ironic t-shirts, and I feel like nobody's paying attention to it. Also,
oh wait, all right, here we go. So anyway, it's time for our main segment that I'm sure will go great and make Brian and Justin totally rich into their retirement with a character right that everybody will love. because it's this guy who's looming behind me that everyone's gonna love, the Ford Sync. So anyway, fucking Ford's a shitty ass company that nobody likes. But now they're saying the word sync and mentioning USB. Our boss Leo Laporte bought a Ford, so all of a sudden Ford's great again. Guess what? But none of us got Fords, so we wouldn't know, but we're told by our boss that Ford's fucking great.
Look at him driving around San Francisco like fucking cars. That's actually in the copy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You know what else is in the fucking copy? I got 2 words, my friend. Hold on. Wait for it. Yeah, here we go. Hard course.
What is that?
I have no idea. Anyway, so fucking if you watch that Film Riot sketch, You're So Pimping, You're So Sexy, that was a billion times funnier than any of the ads we were able to give for Ford.
Anyway, we're here now with a guy who I guess did SimCity by the fucking B-roll.
No, it's Dan Stapleton, who is at GameSpy and is going to tell us about how great
So anyway,
SimCity
GameSpy, fucking, he's like, what do you spy on games? Why would you need to spy on them?
Hey, I didn't spy on Bonnie. You need to be. I need you to play Dan Stapleton. All right, you're on.
Look at me! I'm so happy to be here. I just didn't even know I was going to be on. I just wandered in. Actually, I was sleeping in the alley just a minute ago, and I wanted to be warm. Here I am, and look at this. You can drive cars in this video, in this game, and something's moving, and a house is moving. There, I built a city.
Hey, now it seems to me like this game in the future is going to be like crippled by DRM, and everyone's going to hate it.
Oh, no, yeah. We don't talk about DVRMs or other things with initials. Brian, what you talking about? This is a great game. And you should play more of it, except your wife will not like it if you do. And then you'll just make a big city with your initials on it, and then everybody's going to...
So let's get back to you drinking pee. Do you drink pee?
Well, you know, that's all they offer in the fridge because this game's going to be broke because of the, you know, the troubles with the initials that we don't talk about. But, you know... I'm just glad that you invited me in out of the cold, and I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, 'cause I'm still talking, and I don't know what I'm saying, but maybe I'll sing the new hit single, Boyfriend Don't Suck on These Nuts.
Oh, my God. Do you have a single?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know, I mean, I feel like you're really dodging the question when it comes to pee drinking. So we've heard rumors that these are like pee drinking factories that build up all the pee in the world. And then all of a sudden they go out on truck beds, and also everything's linked. So you can move the pee units from point A to point B and build schools.
You know, the thing is, it's sterile. So you can just put it right.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can put it right in a bottle, and it's ready to drink. It's amazing. So the factory is just there for show. We just have people peeing in a bottle, and the factory is maybe storing the pee bottles, but you know, we're just happy to have this.
Now, the interesting thing to me is you're talking about pee, but aren't you here for SimCity? Who's that behind us?
Who's creeping here? I wasn't told there was robots in the. You need to get the robot out. But
this is our last episode of Game On. This is when we thought it would be hilarious to have like Max Trollbox in the background of every single thing.
Well, so back to the pea factories.
I think you're trying to divert attention away from the pea factories.
Right. And actually?
Look, I ain't here to tell you what to pee.
Asparagus pea. That's our new thing. We're really pushing. You can see our units.
What's yellow?
Here.
Wow. That's amazing. What are these sperms?
No.
Well, I mean, obviously agents can carry power, but like really, what do you give them? 15%? Like, I don't know how much power that really is. when green lines come into play, the real question here is how green is it? And
Oh, it's very green because we don't even watch.
I bet it's real green. I'm sure it was green as your balls. You got green balls.
I need myself in the ovary. Anyway, so fucking more to relatable shit. Who'd you vote for in an election for Hitler against a horse? Because I really had a hard time deciding between the two of them.
Paula Deen and her butter. That's who, of course, I've always vote third party.
I
learned
always
it from
vote
the
third party too. That's who you.
Well, I point over there.
You get
where my vote was.
Yes. So it's really the butter I was going for. Everybody needs that nice. I'm out of steam on this. How long is this video going?
Keep going, dude. You got to channel Dan Stapleton.
I've never even heard.
So you've got other little elements there. Are they ants or are they termites? And really, when it comes down to it, which is more of a racial allegory?
Here's the important thing, Veronica. How are you and I going to make rent after this shit show gets canceled?
Let's talk about ants some more. That's the wonderful thing because we really studied colonies and how they move their provisions back and forth, and we modeled the cities after that. And do you know if you pour hot lead down their holes, you can pull out something that looks like a tree after it hardens? It's amazing.
Dude, I'll tell you what. You pour hot lead down many holes, it's hard as a tree. I'll tell you what.
All right, so my hand is in a very weird place right now, and it's like I'm flattening a pancake.
Oh, I predict in the future that hand is really going to be ruined. In fact, it's maybe not the hand so much, but I'm predicting. Wait, I'm seeing into the future. It's all about cadaver bones. Yep.
Kid A points out that if it gets, we should keep watching because if it gets 50,000 views, Leo will uncancel it.
Man, you have no idea how much I have not wanted to turn every single time that Veronica talks into me bitching about that exact point. And really, the fact that it was brought up 5 seconds before the fucking show was being recorded.
After it was cancelled.
Anyway. Oh, man, you're really, really great.
Oh, man. Good luck with the Game Spy. I'm sure that'll turn out great for you, Dan.
Yeah. Well, you enjoy your show on Nat Geo.
In the future.
In the future.
Wow, this guy really fucking talked your ear off.
God, I know.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my friend Dan. My friend Dan.
Which was this game? Was this the one with the?
No, Dan Stapleton had seen
he had played.
Preview
he gave us like
footage.
a behind the scenes experience of SimCity.
Oh, okay. There you have
and
it.
And
then, Victoria's saying he's at IGN now.
Good.
IGN. See, more
so anyway,
initials.
like I used to really love your column on PC Gamer, and I used to listen to you on the PC Gamer podcast. Bonnie.
Oh, I'm still talking. When do I get to leave? What? This is still going on. Well, I'm just glad that there's a lamp behind my head because I like to be illuminated when I speak about important subjects such as
illuminated from the back. Oh!
And we're still talking about an exciting. Was he working on the game at the time?
No, he literally just saw it.
He played the game. Yes.
Oh man, somebody just jumped on the double your price sale. Somebody.
I'm out of steam on this.
I mean, like literally, if somebody bought the entire, like if they did like the buy the whole site thing, but at double your price, like you would probably like give them like the site, right? Like you'd feel so bad about it. You would like say, congratulations, you now own scamstuff.com.
Probably. I'm not recommending anybody go for it though.
Yeah.
All right.
Dad, why you gotta talk so much? Bonnie can't improv that long.
Wait.
Here, just sing your new song. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know why everybody is not having the camera come to me so much.
What? Hey, boyfriend, don't suck. I need to do it a whole octave lower or something. Hey, boyfriend, don't suck on these nuts. Hey, boyfriend, don't suck on those nuts. Hey, boyfriend, don't suck on those nuts, 'cause I might die. You kiss me after sucking these nuts. You kiss me after sucking those nuts. You kiss me after sucking those
all right,
nuts.
but I mean,
so
like when you talk about nuts,
I might die.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hey,
Stick it in
boyfriend.
me. Come on.
Hey, boyfriend. You got to stick me with that thing. Hey, boyfriend. You got to stick me with that thing. Hey, boyfriend. You got to stick me with that thing. So I might live.
by the way, Robert _ faps furiously, which is the most delightful thing I've ever read in my entire life.
So I didn't know that
All right,
my
here,
voice
let's
was a whole
snap
octave.
out of the fucking of the game
it's
on.
gonna make
Right,
that stop.
God
That's
damn.
just done. No, you guys.
We had it going for a little bit though. That was
No, it felt
Yeah,
good for a little
good.
bit.
There was
That's
a
for
flow,
sure.
and
All
then
right,
it
so
was-
here are the things. Here are my unresolved issues with Game On that I'm just gonna say here.
Why not?
Number one, it always infuriated me that every set design decision was let's fucking make a yard sale behind the talent.
Just shove
And
shit
just,
behind us. Old
like,
crap.
oh, we have old shit. Can we put old shit behind them? Okay, that seems like a cool thing. That bothered me.
Yep.
And it did, and like, I am drunk, so I will moderate it more than I would if I were sober to compensate for how wild I might get otherwise. But in the moment, it very much bothered me because I was like in a talent management perspective with you and Veronica as the writer and semi like producer with Chad because we were taking up a lot of.
And by the way, Chad was not supposed to be producer for the show, but he was in every way the producer for that show, right?
Oh no, he grew up like during that show. Like Chad started as like scared Chad, your assistant, and then like when that show was done and he had put in like fucking 10-hour editing days, like fucking right after it was done to get that shit out and looking as good as it did, like that was his bar mitzvah. Like he fucking came out a man after Game On, and he was a different producer, and he's the guy that he is today, I think in large part because Game On kind of boot camped him to the point where it was like, oh shit, this is what it takes to do this kind of video content.
And you're being kind, but the reason that he fucking grew up and was a man at that point was because there was technically supposed to be someone in charge.
There was a void. There was a power vacuum.
Fucking, well, we don't work there. Whatever, dude. They fucking hired a guy.
Well,
that was
neither
supposed
does
to be, yeah, no, fuck that guy, dude. They hired what was supposed to be our producer, our producer. Lisa was supposed to be our executive producer, but we never saw her. But our producer for the show was a guy who just showed up. You're like, hey, everything good? It's good. Do you need to say Dick? Can you say maybe like Wang instead of Dick? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're good. We're good. That was his
and
entire
there were a lot
job.
of technical things that were like just didn't get done, and it was very, very frustrating to me, like from Florida, because like I'm in Florida at that point, like to be like, what if we just did something different? What if we shot them in a different area, like totally of Twit, like so it didn't look like Twit, it looked like Game On, like, and it was just not done, and nobody gave a fuck, and like. It was like a lot of me and Chad trying to pick up for a lot of slack. But the night before everything ended, which we can, all right.
Fucking, what do we care? Hold on. I'm going to get, wait. What are you doing? Didn't I pull out like the Captain Morgan at some point?
Yeah.
Hand it to you or?
Here, you can take my little teapot.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, hey, Brian.
You ready for some truth? I just gotta feel my
Brian.
Now it's time.
Brian, the sea captain, also
Oh my God! What is that? Oh.
What is? Oh
God.
Jesus! Bonnie's all freaked out. Shit! This is Zombies Run. That's back when I had
by
to
the way,
fake
you have
looking
no
fat.
idea how much I had to fucking talk Brian into fucking like, no, fatter. Make it as fat as possible.
That's horrible. And now he just very comfortably goes around looking like a weird magician.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, no, definitely. This was not a well-written sketch. This was a really poorly written sketch.
Why do you say that?
Not for any fact. I mean, you guys made it watchable, but it was literally written around the idea of let's try to get celebrity people that would tweet out the final show because we wanted to make it well received. And so, like,
shit, that's right. Yeah, Josh Connolly and all that stuff.
Yeah. So, like, it was just, like, literally the entire sketch was around that premise. So we had Sigler. So we just wanted people to tweet it out. That was, like, literally the entire idea. Anyway, I mean, like, all right, so here's
by the way, this scene kills me. That fucking I'm out of focus and the Fruity Pebbles is in focus. There's no excuse for that.
So really, I mean, the larger thing about Game On was that there was some miscommunication on exactly where we were at and the rope that the show had, because I think we were both under the impression that we had been kind of quote unquote renewed for like another 6 episodes.
Okay. Which, by the way, let's be specific here. What we were told is our original commission was for 12 episodes. Going into like episode 9, we were told, "Hey, man, we know that we bought 12 episodes, but," and keep in mind, like I am setting fire to my touring schedule. I am refusing to take bookings because I need to block off 3 days per week. Although, dude, this shit was dope with Hodor. The fact that we got Hodor on there.
Dude, yeah, no.
You wrote lines for Hodor to say.
Well, yeah. I wrote him to say Hodor.
Yeah, no, I know, but then you wrote all that other shit. But the point is, like, we had 12 episodes, and then around episode 9, they come to us, they're like, "Listen, we feel like the show really hasn't gotten the runway that it needs to get off the ground. All of our numbers keep going up. There's Sneakers and Ollies eating Captain Crunch off of the ground."
Which is like a special event because they're not allowed upstairs.
Yeah, not anymore. But then they're like, "Look, we feel like the show needs more runway. Let's go ahead and blah blah blah. We're gonna extend it another 6 episodes if that's okay with you." And we're like, "Great! No, we love this project. We'd love to go to 18 episodes. I do think that we can make it." And
well, and also, we had effectively jackknifed our first fucking like 3 episodes.
Oh, with
we had a
audio.
mic issue that like made the audio version unlistenable. Like it was like every fucking like 15 seconds you got some like really big audio pop that was like
unpleasant.
You're fucking just giving 2 middle fingers to the largest segment that
which
is
is
going
the audio
to be
listeners.
doing
Absolutely.
this, and it's like, as the writer, I was writing everything, even the visual sketches, to be like audio friendly, because what I would do every episode during the week, I would go for a walk and only listen to the audio episode, like just so I would know fucking where everything was and how everything sounded and if I should change shit. It was like a major fucking thing for me, and we like really fucked that up. So it's like going forward from that, we were just trying to build up like from like us completely cratering our first 3 episodes.
Yeah, no, and keep in mind, I was just definitely whispering at Bonnie how much I loved her.
I don't think that you were whispering. I mean, like you were like everybody could very obviously like see what.
Okay, fine. The whole world knows I love my wife. Great. Fuck me.
No, listen, that's beautiful. That's
I'll tell you, we learned a very big, important lesson, which is like you do not get them back after that first episode. You know, it's like you have
well, no,
one
I mean,
chance.
I think you do. The problem is this: is like with that first 3 episodes, like you coming out to California was just like an untenable financial like position. Like you can't grow an audience when half your talent is fucking flying out every episode. You know, like you can have an out of the box hit when half your talent is flying out, but you can't like fucking like scrape up like, you know, listeners and viewers like that. And like, yeah, that might have been an unrealistic idea to begin with, but it was certainly unrealistic when we fucking had to do it from scratch, basically, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I know this much. It was a bummer to be told that we were extended and start writing like we were extended and then just have the
now,
all right. There were two things. First of all,
can we do one game on story though?
All right. No. Okay. Real quick. We're told we're extended. We're like, great. Let's write for 18 episodes. What was it? Like a week later, they're like, psych. Nope. This will be our last episode.
Yeah.
We got 1 week after of the 6 weeks promised extension. That was a bummer.
We did. No, and that was fucking like, it was frustrating to be told one thing and then have another thing happen. But somebody fucking are here. So Kid A in the chat room.
Yeah.
Game On needed more Trollbot. Like, it's so funny that now, as the tides of fucking like history have like washed in and washed out, how quickly it is like Trollbot is like the thing that lasts forever with that show. But yet when it happened, there was no more fucking negative reaction we had in the history of that, in the short history of that show, than Trollbot.
Yes. Well, and
there were two things. A, why isn't it just a Twitch show with Brian and Veronica?
Right.
Why
can't the two of you just sit around and talk about video games and it could be like 2 hours long and you could just talk?
And then the second thing was, fucking, I can't believe you did a shitty robot fucking sketch.
Really? I never saw that.
Dude, we rearranged the first episode because the fucking negative shit was so bad.
No. I understand the negative stuff, but I never heard that specifically. I hate that there's robots in this or whatever.
No. I mean, I like that's just me generalizing the fact that they're like, fuck Max Trollbot. Fuck Max Trollbot. That was terrible. That was unfunny. That wasn't good. Was like fucking a white hot lava of hate when Max Trollbot first came around.
Well, and we were wrong to put it as the first segment before anything. Like just
it was also blocked very poorly. It was like it felt like it was intruding on a show and like oh wait, here, Waffleophagus. Was that your thing with the 50K viewers or it's canceled? I don't remember this. What is that shit? So
okay, this is what I was about to say. Is it was annoying enough to be told that we were extended for 6 episodes, and then immediately have that rescinded and told, "Psych, never mind, you're canceled right this minute." And then on top of that, we're like, "All right, fuck it." They said they were going to extend us, then they rescinded it, and now we're just this one thing. That's great. That's our hurrah. And then 10 fucking minutes before we go live on our last episode ever, Leo marches on camera and says, "But if it gets 50,000 views, I'll renew again."
Oh, no. Didn't even do that. He tweeted it.
And then he marched on at some point, didn't he?
No, it just got to you guys. Like, so here's what bothered me. Is that number one, and I know this is hard, like it's hard to be like, woe is me, I talk about things for a living that are fun. You know,
right.
But like,
and understand in the great realm of life's choices, neither me nor Justin would trade our slot for anyone ever, no matter what.
No. And so like it really is more to explain than to educate. Like the idea that like for me, my job, a lot of it was to, as a writer and / kind of like effective producer, was to put them in good places on camera and not have them feel pressure. That I wanted to write every element for them to feel good. So when they're on camera, they can be comfortable with each other and feel good and funny and on top of things, because you need to project that confidence on camera because it reads. So it really infuriated me when Leo tweets 50,000 views and we keep it on. And it's like, for no other reason other than like, hey, like I know the personality types of Brian and Veronica, but beyond that, like you can't just tell people that like right before they're about to like react on camera. And it was like literally seconds before like 3, 2, 1 action. Like this was right there because everything reads. Like every little fucking brow line is something that fucking everybody who's watching like they recognize those patterns and they realize shit because of it. And it's like, it very much frustrated me.
I'll tell you what, for all of that, though, there are things about the Game On experience that I truly, truly valued and ended up being extraordinarily important to me. Number one, weirdly, was fucking learning to be on a professional-looking podcast with my hair not in spikes, which sounds so stupid and so retarded or whatever. But
yeah,
but as dumb and retarded as it is, like, that shit apparently matters to TV people or whatever. And, like, the next year, as we put together the pitch for what eventually became Hacking the System, I was able to point to, hey, look, here's me on a TV show with normal hair. This is what I look like. This is a thing that's possible. Please consider that.
Well, I think that was also even beyond the fucking TV thing. Like, I think that was big for you, like, that, like, you're not the hair. You know, you're not the guy with the spiky hair. You are Brian Brushwood that is, like, not, like, you can not dress the way you used to dress, and you cannot have your hair the way you have it. Like, it is about you and not the gimmick.
I guess, but it's like, the thing is you should understand that it's like, I never wanted the gimmick to be a gimmick. It's like, in my heart, I would rather sit here looking like a video game character than looking like a normal person. Like, that's just in my heart, but I understand that's off-putting to some people or whatever. You know, so anyway, that was important.
Well, but also it's like, yes, you would rather stand out as opposed to blend in your natural form, but also you don't necessarily want to have to fucking put your hair in fucking spikes all the time, or else you would, like, when you're just hanging out, like when you're just like around your kids.
No, I don't know. It's,
like, if even just on like a fucking, I don't want to take the 5 minutes that it takes to do my spikes every day.
Well, sure, but like around the kids, I never minded just wearing a hat, you know, and like, you'll notice in the early days, it was either the spikes were up or I was wearing a hat or whatever. Yeah. But again, all of that's neither here nor there. Like, the other thing that was important was that I learned how to talk off of a teleprompter. I learned how to keep things afloat without stammering or stuttering. And I've actually slipped back on that in that regard. Like, I still stammer and stutter, but there's an honesty to what happens now that I think is important.
Have I talked to you about, like, my thought that stammering and stuttering is not a problem?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of this, because you realize, like, that's the most horrific thing to me. That's the thing that even listening to, as you know, I'm such a fan of Harmontown, and yet it's obvious that Dan Harmon really has a stammering, stuttering problem.
Oh, huge, yeah.
And I hear it, and I'm like, oh my God, please don't let me be, you know, in that same place and have that same difficulty.
But, and I've been listening to Harmontown a lot. And by the way, like, man, that guy has a drinking problem. Like, not, and I don't mean like in like a, like, oh man, he gets drunk, but it's like, it's obvious the way he talks about when he gets drunk and the way like he goes off, and like in episodes where he's obviously way more drunk than he is otherwise, that like he's got a conflicted problem with his consumption of things.
I don't know though, but he also joined like the Avengers of vodka. Did you hear that episode?
I've listened from the Ice-T episode.
Okay. No, there's one episode where he gets a letter and he pulls it out and he is like so obviously giddy about it. And he says, I can't even describe how important this is or whatever. And he starts to read it. He's like, from so-and-so, president, CEO, Kettle One. And basically it's like the letter goes on to introduce him as being like the League of Extraordinary Drunks, according to Kettle One, and the ability to, like, I don't know, there's like benefits and all this shit. It's pretty amazing.
Well, no, I mean, like, all right. I guess I can see where people would think that he is an asshole in a professional setting, if in like his most comfortable, like, everybody loves you, people are gathered here for a show that's named after you kind of like situation, he gets the way he gets on stage at times, you know?
Sure.
Anyway, but in terms of stammering and stuttering, and I'll use Dan Harmon as an example, there's never a moment when his stammering and stuttering doesn't tell his story as authentically as possible. You know, like that he is the guy that is like in this epic rant that everybody is fucking hanging on, and he's still doing the this thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that is...
So to you, those are just the ellipses of his conversation.
They're just... No. And they're the ellipses of everyone's conversation. Now, what you do need to, and for beginning podcasters, the idea, or beginning fucking anybody who's talking in a contemporaneous kind of way, what you do need to focus on is your confidence and your ability to sound the best way that you can do it. But if you focus on fucking going back and like editing out or beating yourself up over fucking every stammer and stutter, like you are focusing on an element that to me is the symptom of the problem, but not the problem. Like, yes, if you are more confident, you will probably stammer and stutter less. But it's not by eliminating those that you will like project more confidently. You just need to be more confident, and that will, like, in this element, and that will read. But the idea that like eliminating them just magically like reads more confident in the final product, I don't subscribe to. I don't think is real.
Yeah. All right.
Now, like big unprofessional, like super long pauses in shit, like stuff like that. Like, yeah, I would say go back and edit that kind of shit. But in general, like just but kind of shit, I don't think so. What are you giggling at?
Because Bonnie just sent me a message. All right, hold on. Let me just throw this on here. I just got this text from Bonnie. It says, I think Bonnie's like really having regrets about her.
By the way, this focusing on the text thing never works.
Oh, what are you talking about? This. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
How do you do the comedy? Full of deep regret for my horrible singing. Tell me tomorrow. I'll forget it. So Bonnie is uncomfortable.
Can I ask you a question, a personal question?
No, of course. That's what this show is. If you haven't noticed, Justin, that's what our show is.
So at some point, and you know that I always welcome Bonnie on the show because I love Bonnie. I think Bonnie is fucking like, it is part of the pleasure that I have of being your partner on this show, that I get to be a part of the idea that Bonnie, clearly a brilliant and vibrant artist who has had to take a part of her life to raise kids, now gets a huge canvas that she can just be hilarious and funny on with our show, if even just to fucking sell shit or fucking be funny on this. Like, she's a brilliant and hilarious artist, and I love her being a part of the show. But there was a point in which you, in talking to me, were like, oh, Bonnie's going to come on. Is that cool? Or like, hey, is it cool if Bonnie comes on? And then I started listening to Harmontown.
No,
and I realized...
Unrelated.
Completely unrelated.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like the timeline fucking... like match up with the like Bonnie's on every week.
The reason
you were listening to Harmontown a lot.
No, the
for those people who don't know what we're talking about, Dan Harmon's fiance or girl, I don't know at what point it started.
Right.
Erin McGaffey, who's hilarious, comes on that show pretty much every week. If not every week, it's rare that she's not on it.
Right. Okay. So the reason I could pinky swear on this is because mainly because I had the same realization you do. I mean, I'm not going to claim that there's not a chance that there was some subconscious similarity or whatever, but like genuinely, to me, the show, the heart of this show, as you once told me, the story of Night Attack, the story of NSFW, the story of BB Live Show, the story of the last 6 years is the story of our friendship. And you and I have the unique experience of our friendship having been cultivated from beginning to end and recorded. Right, exactly. So the mere fact that I would ask if it's okay for Bonnie to be on, comes from a gut feeling of me saying, like, I think it's kind of funny to have Bonnie around. I don't know why, but I definitely feel like it's not my decision, and it's something I have to ask you to be cool with.
Oh,
you
no,
know, or
no, no,
whatever.
no, 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 no. I mean, and listen, that's
Yes,
like
no, no,
mechanics
but,
of that
again,
are
we're on
are
the same
very,
page,
very
right,
like minor.
Right.
You know, like more
Separately.
it is the idea of like okay, my significant other is hilarious.
Right.
And
Okay.
I think she's hilarious, and I know she's hilarious, and I would want her to be on the show, being something that is exhibited on Harmontown, and,
Right.
and you
Okay.
know you have the raw materials.
So here's what I'm getting at is in the universe where and as NSFW, as Night Attack has been, there is a black hole. There's a black void around us. It is you and me, and occasionally when I try to pull her in, Bonnie trying to summon the gods of comedy and let the muse sing through us, and every so often we're actually funny or whatever. And of course, we draw the muse is oftentimes chat realm and so on. It was only in the last month that I was like, why does chat realm really seem to dig Bonnie on the show? And it was thinking back to, and it was only like through the lens, like, and you and I have talked about this, like Harmontown is this weird experience where we feel like, or certainly I feel like, listening to Harmontown, I understand what the chat realm gets out of our personal bullshit.
Oh, it is a raw nerve of a podcast.
Right.
Like that podcast is very much like, and I think probably in large part because of how it was formed in the like, I don't have a creative expression anymore. Here's my new creative expression. And I'm like, Dan Harmon is this fucking beating raw nerve of a person, you know?
Hey man,
Like-
what do you think this guy's saying?
Oh my God.
All right. All right.
There's
Sorry.
no way that I can't be.
All right, go back. So the important thing
And
is
not because I don't like Glenn. I like Glenn.
Glenn's
but
great.
Fucking that goddamn thing. That might have been the episode when I tried to write in like the 9 Glenn Rubensteins, like into both. That was one. There were a few very, very, very petty moments that I had on that show, and that was the one amongst all of them when I was like, Glenn, do you have to say I'm Glenn Rubenstein, the executive producer and host of Shut Up and Play? Like, just say, hey guys, like it's a casual thing. Like, just act like we're all friends and we're doing this. And he kept doing it, and I just like decided to write in both Veronica's and Brian's like lead into it. I had them both say Glenn Rubenstein, host and executive producer of Shut Up and Play, I think like twice in the lead up beforehand.
Yeah.
And then he still said it.
So back to the important thing.
Yeah.
No, I can honestly say that it wasn't until like months after you and I had that discussion that I was like, oh my God, I guess, like, I wonder if like the way the audience feels about Bonnie being on the show is the way I feel about Aaron McGathy being on the show or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's my honest interpretation. Although brains be stupid. Well, by the way, do you know the Doghouse System says they still get like once a month people using the Game On?
The Game On code, yeah.
Game On code for double your memory.
No, definitely.
By the way, you assholes, stop it. Use cord killers.
No, actually, don't use cord killers. Use the code that I'm going to give you because I'm getting a Doghouse System. I'm going to buy a PC for the first time in my life. I've never used my own money to buy a PC. And I guess I still won't because it's going to come out of our fucking, I guess it'll come out of...
It's your money the moment
Me
it
and
shows
you
up.
are buying a Doghouse System together.
Good.
But yeah, no. Dude, I'm so excited for this fucking studio. Like, it actually, this board was the first thing that it hit me with. Like, the idea that, like, oh shit, like, I'm gonna need more inputs, like, for things. Like, I will need, like, because, like, I want to have a space where I can just say, hey, Veronica, just come over. And, like, it'll be funnier if, like, we're both in the same place and we can have fun and do the show. Like, it would just be nicer.
Well, and plus you're right there. You're right next to everyone.
Exactly. No, we can actually just have people fucking come over. Like, no, it's fucking, I don't know. Dude, this whole process is just so rad. I'm just so fucking blown away by all of it.
So what's next, man? So it's like, I mean, obviously what we're doing now is more than a dream come true. We couldn't be more excited for what we're doing right now.
I love you. You checked your watch.
Well, no. I to be honest,
I know you didn't mean to, but you're just like,
It
there's
was a
gonna be
pebble.
nothing more important than we're doing right now. You know?
It was a pebble. I just got like.
I
an
know.
alert
I know.
on-
I listen. I'm not trying to say. It just was very
I know.
funny to watch.
I totally agree.
All right. So I mean, like the two big things. If we're gonna set the goals for 2014, new album, obviously.
Yes. God, do you want to just dive in? You want to hear some random shit from the shit we recorded?
No, because I want don't play shit.
Are you sure?
Because I want that to be Patreon shit. I want to do at least like the Veronica tapes.
Can I give 2 seconds?
All right.
I'm gonna go to Night Attack. I'm gonna go to Night Attack 3. There's an awful lot of shit here. I'm just gonna go click on Zoom, all this shit. You're gonna hear either the left side or the right side.
They're like taboo subjects.
What? There's race, sex, politics, feminism.
Are you want to get into feminism? Why not?
No. All right,
A friend of mine called me a closet feminist or a secret feminist the other day.
I don't even know that you're secret. You're.
That's what I said to her.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I said, bitch, I ain't a closet feminist.
You wake up and full on have a totally developed hot ass vagina. A little bit hairier than you might expect.
We can work with it. Yeah.
All right. Everything about you is still the same. Just
Number one, when I peel my underwear up to look at it, it is to the tune of Van Halen's "Beautiful Girls."
So here's the question.
Woo!
Given your daily morning habits, at what point during the day do you notice that you don't have a cock?
Fairly early. Well, you pee first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
For me, can I tell you, like first thing in the morning when I'm stumbling, I'll sit down on the because you wake up. And
all right, let's get down to this.
What?
You sit more often than you stand.
Oh no, that's not at all, not in a million years. But in the middle
It's
of the
fine.
night,
It's fine. You save space here.
motherfucker, you better come correct. You fucking do this. Like, no, seriously, in the middle of the night, fucking, I ain't doing math, standing, aiming, peeing on the floor. Fuck that. Just sit down.
That's hilarious, though. It's a fun game. I feel like I'm getting better. I'm like developing the skills that Daredevil has.
By the way, Justin, when you listen to these, are you in the same space where like I have no memory of this shit at all? I'm hearing it for the first time, and I'm like rooting. I'm rooting for Team Brian to say what I think he should say, and when he says it, I'm like, oh, you did it. Good job.
Oh no, like literally all I have is instincts where I'm like, fucking, oh, I'll tell you what. Like I know that there's this thought that I have about, yeah, okay, he said it. And sometimes I'm like, I don't say it, and I'm like, oh fuck, you missed it. You missed it, you piece of shit. God, this is why your father abandoned you.
And I pee in the dark.
Okay, but it's not a matter. Okay, it's not even a matter of being.
Like I'm just like, all right, I need to guess. Like, what if I was Daredevil? I'm Daredevil now. Daredevil wakes up in the middle of the night and has to pee. How does he get so goddamn good at it? Because
Your version of Daredevil is fucking covered in his own urine and has an apartment that stinks of piss. He's fucking. You're like, I'm.
Initially, every montage has a beginning, Brian.
You come over and I just want to picture. I want to picture Justin Daredevil. He's got his blind sunglasses on. He's like, yeah, man, I'm working on my Daredevil powers. It's like you don't grow a vagina. Instead, you go blind. I walk into your apartment and it's just like you're like, hey man, you can't wait. I'm glad you're coming over finally, Brian. I've been working on my Daredevil powers. You open it up and I'm bowled over by the stench, the fetid swell of.
All right, number one, I feel like you are being very unfair to blind people, specifically blind superheroes. Just because they pee on the floor initially in the beginning parts of their training doesn't mean they don't clean up their piss.
And that's exactly what I expect you to say as I'm vomiting.
Also, no. The fucking, like the smell is keener.
All right, hold on. Here's another one.
They're all 5 racists.
Racists. Man, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, man. Oh shit, that's a bit we never did. Hold on, whoa. Let's go. The heart racist, the most powerful. That's got to be number 5, right? The mouth has the skin racist.
Oh my god, where he's like, he fucking turns himself your color.
Yes.
Does something stereotypical.
Yes.
And then turns himself back to a
Hold on.
different color.
Right. Do we do this?
All right.
Well,
Well,
you're
do I
gonna.
get to go to sleep?
No.
You aren't here.
Whatever. You can go to sleep, baby. Pussy.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, little baby. Enjoy your sweet dreams.
Bonnie Brushwood.
And may the captain creep inside your room and snuggle up while you sleep and dream of at your feet. Shut the fuck up. Someone take care of that baby. The fucking captain hates babies. And you don't wear sexy dresses anymore. What the fuck? Why am I even with you? Ahoy.
Do we have something we need to talk about? Is there something? We don't wear sexy dresses anymore.
Brian doesn't wear sexy dresses anymore.